Hi, today I wanted to talk about The Shallows. We recently picked this up in Target for about $14, $15, and this is the DVD copy. We watched this and we were very surprised. It was an extremely intense movie, and Blake Lively did an amazing job. She wasn't the only actor on set, but she was one of the few, and she was in most of the scenes just by herself. And she did a really great job carrying the entire movie. This movie is terrifying to me because I've always had that sort of secret fear of being in the ocean and being attacked by a shark. The scenery for this film is extremely beautiful. It is based off of it's actually an Australian island, I believe, a beach. And they wanted it to be taking place on a Costa Rican beach. I believe it was also that, or maybe it was a Mexican beach. I don't know. They said either. And the ground was the water was very clear, very blue. It just looked like paradise. Something very interesting in the film was every time she asked what the island was called, we never got an answer for that. So I thought that was kind of interesting as well. The way this movie was shot made you feel like you were in the water with Blake. And it was scary because you felt like you were having to outswim a great white shark coming after you. Shooting this movie was a huge challenge to the director and his film crew, because being out on the water, they had to constantly be shifting with the water as well and trying to make shots look stable. And they did an amazing job overcoming all of the issues that shooting in the water brings. The way they shot in the water like I was saying earlier, makes you feel like you're being involved in this shark attack. You're having to outswim this great white shark. It was terrifying the way it was shot. It's a different perspective. You felt like you were there. You were involved with this whole shark attack. Another thing that was very interesting was the director shot in basically one location. And when they shoot in one location, it makes you feel like you're secluded as well out there at sea, with no one there to rescue you. A lot of times there are shark movies that people will rush through just to put out, especially during the summer. And I felt like this movie was very well thought out, and I felt like it is a good shark movie to have on the shelf. It's something that I will watch more than once. There are good campy shark movies out there, and this one was definitely more of the serious sort of movie, and it is something that I highly recommend that you give a shot if you haven't watched it yet. Okay, if you have not watched the movie, please go ahead and leave your comment now, or come back later and leave me a comment after you've seen the movie. But right now I'm going to go ahead and talk about some of the spoilers and other things that I enjoyed in the movie that I don't want you guys to have ruined for you if you have not seen it. So go ahead and come back to this video later when you've gotten a chance to watch it. Okay, spoilers. I really enjoyed the way that the director threw a Wilson type character in the film, in the form of a gull. And we all kind of know, if you've watched the film, you all kind of know that is more than just, it's more than just a Wilson type character. It is a sign as well. It is more than just a friend. It is almost a protector. And if you've watched the film, you know that is a sign from her mother as well. Let's see. What else do I want to talk about? The scene that they showed a lot in the trailer with the buoy, I was worried that watching the trailer might have spoiled that whole scene, but the way that it was chopped up in the trailer did not compare to watching the whole scene and that fight for survival between Blake and the shark. It was just absolutely amazing to watch. And the ending scene with her and the shark, as well. Though it may be a little far-fetched, I also really enjoyed the way it ended. And I was glad that the director gave us a 1 year later scene as well, because I feel like a lot of movies don't give us that nice sort of wrap up. And I felt like with this movie, you especially needed to see how she was a year later, because she had been going through a lot in her life up to that point with the loss of her mother. And she was going through a lot of hard times, and seeing how she was after the fact, it was just a nice way to end it. So let me know what you guys thought of the movie, since you guys have seen it. You're in the spoiler section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.